Let us study today the single phase half wave control rectifier with RL load. Single phase half wave control rectifier with RL load. R is resistor, L is inductor. This is the circuit diagram. This figure is this is figure A is circuit diagram and figure B is waveform. This is half wave controlled rectifier, controlled because here we have a gate. To this gate we can apply the firing angle, so that at the firing angle we give the gate voltage, thyristor turns on. So we can have the control and at the EDC. So only it is controlled rectifier, because I can trigger at this alpha, I can change this alpha. So we will be having the control at the output voltage, so it is called as controlled rectifier. At the load we will be using resistor as well as inductor, so it is RL load. How the circuit operation is: this is 230 volt AC supply, step down transformer is used. During the positive half cycle, this end is positive and this end is negative. Path of the current is from here. Now it will stop here. When you apply the trigger pulse, then only it will turn on. Then it allow the current to flow like this, R, L, and then back to supply, which is shown here. This is a positive half cycle. Here you are applying the trigger pulse. Till that time the output voltage EDC is 0. Once you apply the trigger pulse, thyristor turns on, it allows the current to flow. This is the output voltage. And this is the current. Now here an extra part we have. This inductor stores the energy during the negative half cycle. Now during the negative half cycle, this end is minus and this end is plus. Energy is stored in the inductor. Because of that energy stored, we have a still output voltage available. Means from T1 to T, we will experience here. We will be experiencing here some sort of the signal like this way. Actually, during negative half cycle, this is minus, this is plus. This is thyristor is not conducting. But because of the energy stored in the inductor, we will be experiencing some signal flowing, which is here. So only the current is shown. This is because of the inductor. During the negative half cycle, we will say that the point A is negative and the point B is positive. But T1 will be still conducting. This will be still conducting because of this inductor. I'll just repeat once again. During the positive half cycle, this end is positive, this end is negative. Means during the positive half cycle, till we apply the trigger pulse, the output voltage is 0. As soon as we apply the trigger pulse, the current starts flowing. This is the output voltage and this is the current. During the negative half cycle, this end is minus, this end is plus. The SCR will be still conducting because of the energy stored in the inductor. So here we are showing the voltage from T1 to T, and this is the current. And then when the SCR is off here same input voltage is observed across the thyristor. At this point SCR is on because you applied the gate pulse. When the SCR is on, voltage across the SCR is 0. Still here from T1 to T11, SCR is on, voltage is 0. Here from this point to this point, means from here till here SCR is off, so same input voltage is observed. Even from here till you apply the gate pulse, SCR is off, so same input voltage is observed across the thyristor. Here SCR is on, so voltage is 0. Now we will see this mathematical expression for this one. We will see the mathematical expression for this one. This waveform we have from alpha to till this much. Say alpha to say this much. So we will be finding that 5 plus alpha. Now average EDC we will be finding, average load voltage. EDC is given by 1 upon 2 pi for one complete cycle, positive as well as negative. It is conducting from alpha to pi plus alpha. Input is Em sin omega t into d omega t. If you integrate it, Em is constant, Em upon 2 pi. Integration of sin omega t is minus cos omega t, and the range is from alpha to pi plus alpha, minus Em upon 2 pi, Em upon 2 pi, and the limit, if you substitute, cos of pi plus alpha minus cos of alpha, then minus Em upon 2 pi. Cos of pi plus alpha is cos minus cos alpha minus cos alpha, so we will be having minus Em upon 2 pi 2 times cos alpha, minus minus goes, so we will be having this 2 goes, minus minus goes, we will be having Em upon pi into cos alpha. Now for alpha equal to 0, maximum voltage, if alpha equal to 0, EDC if we calculate, cos 0 is 1, so it is Em upon pi. The maximum output voltage is Em upon pi. Next we will see, actually this this signal is creating a problem for me, so I want to remove that. I'll remove it by using freewheeling diode. This is conducting now, because of the negative half cycle I should get here 0, but because of the inductor, this is we have so much signal here, so much voltage here, I want to remove that. So how will remove it? By using the freewheeling diode. This is a circuit diagram. Effect of freewheeling diode now on half wave control rectifier. This is the RL load. What happens for the positive half cycle? What happens for the positive half cycle is this end A and this end is B. For the positive half cycle, this is plus and this is minus. When you apply the gate pulse for the positive half cycle, when we apply the gate pulse, then only this will turn on, otherwise it is 0. It is not conducting. When you apply the gate pulse, path of the current is like this way. Means when you apply the gate pulse, you have a output voltage, otherwise initially it was 0. Now inductor stores the energy. During the negative half cycle, without the freewheeling diode, we were getting some voltage at this point. But what happens during negative half cycle? This is minus and this is plus. This SCR is not conducting. So energy stored in the inductor will be nullified through the freewheeling diode. Energy stored in the inductor will be nullified through the freewheeling diode. So we will not be having any voltage from T1 to T11. This is the operation. The current will be there from when you turn on, IDC current will be there, and because of the inductor, energy stored will be nullified here, and here SCR is off, it is 0. Again when you give the trigger pulse, it will turn on, we have a current, and again it will be discharged. Thyristor operation across thyristor voltages. Here thyristor is off, so voltage across the thyristor is input voltage. Here thyristor is on, voltage is 0. Here thyristor is off, input voltage. Thyristor is off, input voltage. Thyristor is on, voltage is 0. This is the freewheeling diode operation. I'll repeat once again. During the positive half cycle, this end is plus and this end is minus. B is minus. Till you apply the gate pulse, here, the output voltage is 0. As soon as we apply the gate pulse, the current starts flowing like this way. This is the path of the current. So output voltage is EDC is observed here. During the negative half cycle, A is negative, B is positive. This thyristor is not conducting. But inductor stores the energy during the positive half cycle. That energy is nullified through the freewheeling diode. This is the freewheeling diode, DF. Energy stored in the inductor is nullified through the freewheeling diode. Now same thing is shown here. When you apply the trigger pulse, the thyristor turns on. This is the voltage, output voltage. Here the current is 0 till you apply the trigger pulse. Now current is increasing. Negative half cycle, energy stored in the inductor will be reduced to the freewheeling diode. Here thyristor is off. When you apply trigger pulse, thyristor again turns on. This is the current. Voltage across thyristor is, here the SCR is off, so input voltage. SCR is on, voltage is 0. Here SCR is off, input voltage. SCR is off, input voltage till here. At this point the SCR is on, so voltage is 0, ideally, practically 0.8.